Hi guys, my name is Unique Essence. I am 19 years old. I am currently doing content. I record on YouTube, TikTok, and I have decided to start a podcast. This podcast will be about a variety of things. My main message that I'm trying to push while doing this is pretty much living for yourself. Do everything you're doing now for yourself. Is this thing on? Hi everyone and welcome to Uniquely You. I'm your host Unique Essence and I'm so excited to be starting this podcast with you guys. Honestly, I'm so nervous right now. I'm shaking. Like, it's kind of really crazy right now, but it's cool. It's cool. You'll get into it. Before we get into the topic though, I do want to drop a little bit of background about myself just so you guys got a good mix of like who I am myself. My name is Unique Essence. I am 19 years old. I am currently a content creator. I make content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and I am now starting a podcast. It's a big thing that I'm glad I started, and honestly, I'm glad we're here now because I've been overthinking so much and I haven't recorded at all, but here we are. My main message while pushing out this podcast and making my episodes is pretty much living for yourself authentically. I feel like a lot of people don't do that, me myself included, and it really causes us to like look back on certain times of our life and be like, dang, I wish I would have done this. I wish I could have done this. And you could have, and you still can. And I want to make sure that I'm creating a place on the internet to let folks know that it's still time to live a life that you truly want to live. Regardless of where you are, regardless of who you are around, regardless of what you are doing, you can live a life that you want to live. And that's my main message I want to push. Personally, growing up, I wish I would have had like an outlet like this to come to, but that's okay. Now I can be that outlet for other people, and that's what matters for real. So that's my main reason why I want to start this podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this time with me, and let's get into it. Now today's topic will be about finding yourself in solitude. I'm a person that loves my alone time. I love it down, okay? I can light that candle, grab my journal, grab my book, and I'll be good. And I feel like when it comes to living for yourself, you have to be willing to sit with yourself for a long time and truly learn who you are. I'm so glad that back then, like during quarantine and even up all the way to now, that like I kind of cut out everything and just like stayed to myself. I learned who I was. I learned what I liked, what I didn't like. It was just so much reflecting that I did in that time, and I'm so glad I did because it truly plays such a big role now in my life. There are so many people in the world who cannot function without being around other people, and I knew for a fact I didn't want to be one of those people. And I made sure like, okay, you're gonna be okay with being by yourself, especially since you wanted it for so long. I literally shared a room growing up with my two brothers. It was hectic. I just knew for a fact when I got older I had to have my own space, my own room. Like I had to have everything just be for myself, and that is okay. I feel like one main thing when it comes to living your life for you have to learn who you are, and you have to be okay with being alone. Like you have to be okay. And being alone and being lonely are two different things. So I don't want to sound like I'm just like, oh, like be by yourself, especially if you're already by yourself. Like no, those are two different things. So I'm not implying lonely to that, just being alone. Now when it comes to being alone, there are so many things you can just do in that time. Like my main thing was reflecting and journaling. Whenever I was by myself, I made sure I reflected on my life and my day. Like how did my day go? Did I enjoy today? Like what I want to do in my life. I reflect so much when I'm by myself, especially since you're away from like the opinions and judgment of others. I feel like that's one big thing that plays a part in why I love my alone time, because I don't got to worry about being judged or having someone else give me an opinion based on their own beliefs and their own way of thinking. It's just me and my mind, and I love that. I feel like sometimes we need those breaks. We have to be by ourselves. We need those times to wind down and be vulnerable, and I feel like I can be that whenever I'm by myself, and it's helped me so much with like living a life that I truly want to live, because I'm aware now of what I want to do and like what I want to be around. Like when I'm out, like I don't do good in certain environments. Being that I know that, I know not to go to certain places if I don't enjoy them or if they don't make me feel good. I know what I like and don't like, and I've only learned that because I've took time to actually learn myself, and that takes a while, y'all. That's not no overnight thing. That's why I feel like it's so important to make sure that we learn who we are truly. Don't tell me the camera finna die. So if you're a person who has trouble being by yourself and like doing things alone, my main thing would be to reflect and figure out what it is you truly want to do. That way you can go out and try those new things and see if you mess with it and see if you don't, and just get a better good view of who you are yourself. That way when you're by yourself, you're not just so stuck in your head, but more so you're able to just be in your own element and be able to do things that you wouldn't usually do if you were around other people. Now growing up myself, I grew up in a big household with so many other people, so opinions and judgment was definitely real prominent in the household. It happened a lot. I kind of just like suppressed myself a lot and kind of just stayed in my own bubble to where like I always just craved like wanting to be by myself. So it was kind of easier for me personally to like when I got out of that house to like, be in my own space for a long time and just be with myself, because that's what I always wanted. Opening yourself up to new experiences can really get you out of that like, you know, just slump and like feeling of just nothingness when it's like you're by yourself and you're just like in your own head compared to when you're with other people and you're like you're so lively. Because I used to be like that. I'll be by myself all the time and like I'll be in my own phone head 24/7. I was always just going through all these racing thoughts, but like when I'm with my friends or with people like that surround me, I was always so happy. I was like, I couldn't think of anything but the time I was spending with those people. And so it can be hard to be by yourself for a long time if you're used to being around other people or use them as an escape. So definitely make sure that you're opening yourself up to new experiences and trying new things. That way you're not just so like stuck like when you are by yourself. There are going to be times when you're by yourself, and that is okay. This episode was really short. I don't know if I'm going to even upload this for real because this is my first one. I kind of want it to be a practice run, but if it's kind of cool enough, I might upload it. If not, it's gonna sit in the drafts, and one day when I finally do post on my podcast channel, we're gonna look back at this and we're gonna laugh. But if I do post this, let me know how I did. I feel like I was real nerve-wracking and like real nervous, and I still am nervous, and I can admit that myself, but this is my first episode, so it's okay. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here with me on Uniquely You, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next episode. So see you guys soon.